I'm Sherry. I'm 46 years old and I'm a yoga teacher and I co-own a yoga studio in the Sunshine State. Wanted to talk to you today about a diagnostic mammogram. My past two mammograms, so for the past 2 years, I got the letter, got the phone call, the call back that said, we've seen something, you need to come back for more images. So this year I asked my primary care physician, is there some way around that? Is there a way that we can just go right for a deeper image or a better image? Because I find that very stressful. And she said, yes, let's have a diagnostic mammogram. So set up the appointment for the diagnostic mammogram. And this is how it went. I wasn't nervous or afraid, but the experience ended up being a little bit nerve-wracking. So I thought if I just kind of told you what it was about, that you wouldn't have to be worried like I became worried. All right, so you go in for a regular mammogram. If you've ever had one, they just take images of both sides. Then while you're still in your robe in the breast care center, you go sit down in the waiting room with all the other women that are doing similar things. So you sit down, then if they need to, they call you back for more images. If not, then you're free to go. So they did call me back. Then they took more images and I went back to the waiting room. Then they came back out and called me back again and they needed more images. So I'm getting a little nervous at this point because I've seen women kind of come and go already and everyone's like, good luck. And so then they called me back for more images. Then I went to the waiting room. Then they called me back for an ultrasound of my left breast. Went back to the waiting room. Then they called me back for an ultrasound of my right breast. A lot of time has passed at this point, but I was reading a great book, so bring a good book. Then I went back to the waiting room and they came back and said that the doctor wanted to talk to me. No one wants to hear that, so that felt kind of alarming and stressful. But he said that we needed some more deeper pictures. They found 2 different spots in my right breast and that we could go straight for a biopsy, but what he thought would be more informative was an MRI. So now I'm going to schedule an appointment. I'm waiting for them to call me to get an MRI of both breasts, and that will give us a deeper image so we can figure out what is actually behind or in those 2 spots. So it ended up being okay. It wasn't painful. It wasn't scary, but the waiting felt scary. So just know if this ever happens to you that you need, if you keep getting called back for your mammos, maybe ask for a diagnostic mammogram and know that it may take a while, it may take several hours, but the thing was, I left there knowing that we were already on the best course of action. So I feel good about that. So take charge, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you again. I'll let you know how the MRI goes. Thanks.